know. Literally, just that new. It's that new shit. Like it's that new. The thing that make you just elevate us. That's what it's all about. Elevation. You know. This is next level. 1000%. And it just sounds different. It just sounds different. Well, good. Okay, let's do it. First, first time using this interface. Let's get it, baby. Game gods. Thank you for this successful podcast and getting this $100 million situation going with 100 million subscribers and helping millions of people. Thank you. Welcome back to It's a Treat When the Players Meet podcast, starring your host, Prince the P, the P, the P, the P, the P, the P, the P. And today, actually tonight, late night, this is one of those late night episodes. You know, one of those when you up thinking about stuff, you know, when you up late, got stuff on your mind, you know. This is that. Welcome back, everybody. Episode 43. 43. We moving and grooving, you know what I mean? We moving and grooving, man. So, you know, hey. So this episode is going to be called Change Your Motion Talk. Change your motion. So we're gonna go in deep, and I'm excited because got a new interface. So I have my audio is gonna be a lot better. You know, I got some punch-ins, some sound punch-ins to, you know, enlighten the you know, podcast, make it more exciting, make it more eventful, make it more juicy. You know, I could also call. I may have some people I may call. You know, guests, special guests. You know, hopefully they're up late night though. But you know, definitely, that's what I'm definitely gonna do. That's a good idea. So, change your motion talk. You know, let's get juicy. Let's get into it, man. Um, First, want to shout out my listeners from, man. I feel so thankful for my listeners. You know, that have been downloading my podcast from different countries. Figure out the countries real quick. One moment. I'm gonna figure out the fan mail too. But I knew it was Australia. Yeah, you guys love 18 total downloads. Shout out my people from Japan, Australia, France, and India. Paris, Chennai, Nadu. This is the cities. Nagoya, Oiachi, Osborne, Virginia, Sydney, New South Wales. Hey, shout out y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. Like no cap. You guys been tuning in, and I don't know how y'all eat the bees, but keep tuning in. For real. That's crazy. I'll turn you down. I'll turn you down. I'll turn me up, turn you down. But hey, hey, Prince, the P, 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 the P. I'll tell you. Don't let him fuck with your mental. Hey, the P, the P, the P. We got some major punch-ins, man. So man, let's get juicy into it, man. But shout out everybody that's been tuning in, downloading. That means so much to me, man. Words can't describe how much that means to me, man. Like, you guys downloading it and listening, tuning in, because I come from a place where it's like when you start something, people don't believe, people don't believe that, just people don't believe, people, think like, oh man, this fool, he ain't gonna have nobody listening to his shit. For real, like, so shout out y'all. That means a lot, man. Keep going up. I'm gonna keep spitting this positive stuff, because I have people that don't want to see me do good, but I see that that means a lot. 18 downloads in all those different countries, that means a lot, and if you have people that are doubting you, and maybe people that's closest to you that doubt you and don't believe in your small business or whatever the case may be, prove them wrong, definitely, so prove them wrong, make them believe that it's something bigger, because I come from a small city, and I deal with small. You may deal with small minds and come from a small city, but I'm from a little small city in California, and I got y'all downloading my stuff from outside the country I've never been to. But hey, I'm gonna definitely touch down and spread that positive energy, man. So that goes on to me, talking about changing your motion. Meaning just believing yourself. Whatever thought you have, whether if it's starting a business or, chasing this dream or whatever, believe in yourself, cause it's possible, And so what if you have people that, is close to you and, praying on your downfall or not believing in your stuff, hey, just use that fuel for fire, cause you just have to have a magnifying glass on the bullshit, so make sure you have a magnifying glass on anything that isn't 100. You have to have zero tolerance on people that's around you that's that has that level, that low energy, So, goes back to my OG talking about, lions hang out with lions, So you just have to be around those high vibrating people that believe in you, and you guys both have the same type of mindset and passion to get stuff done, because once you have that, their goals could be accomplished, your goals could be accomplished, their goals can be accomplished, everybody's goals can be accomplished, So just be around people that believe, if you believe you can achieve, really though, so yeah, that means a lot to me, man. Yeah, shout out those people out the country, man. Definitely. Listen to Prince the P, man. Australia, India, that's crazy. That's so cool. And yeah, make sure you have a magnifying glass on the bullshit, man. You know, have a magnifying glass on the bullshit. You know, because you may grow up in a small city or wherever you come from, and people may look. Because I'm not the same person I was when I was 18. You know, I'm not the same person I was when I was 20, 21, 22. You know, you change, and you may you. The big thing is, you know, being in the city or being around people that may see you as the same person a month ago, a year ago, you know, can stagnate you, you know, stunt your growth. And you really don't want that, you know, because at the end of the day, you could be a whole different type of person. You know, it's all about growth, you know, definitely being in the gym, late night session, got in the gym. You know, it's all about growth, having that determination to learn more, do more, and change and be a better person, you know? Definitely. And it's possible. But you can't do that with small minded people, being around small minded people. Have a magnifying glass on the bullshit. 100%. Have a magnifying glass on the bullshit. Shout out to my people, not my people, but because I have a magnifying glass on bullshit, you know. But how I do it is like I'm a smile, you know. I'm a smile. I'm gonna keep a smile on my face. You know, I'm gonna set a demonstration. I'm gonna continue to stay positive. I'm gonna continue to work extremely hard. I'm gonna continue to learn more, do more. I'm gonna continue to think outside the box. I'm gonna continue to prove these people wrong. You know, definitely, because they are praying. Praying that you lose. 100% praying that you lose. You know, so you know, just remember that. You know, change your motion. You know, change your mindset. You know, because the success is right in front of your face. You know, the success is right in front of your face. 100%. Keep the squares out your circle. You know, keep the squares out your circle. You know, um, it's just dead weight, really, though. Just people putting weight on you, on your head, and not believing. You know, to weigh you down. You know, having good network with good people. You know, that goes down back to saying lions hang out with lions. You know, so if this person is talking about some positive stuff, you know, we on that. You know, we on that. You know, it ain't gotta be, you know, family. You know, it could be people. Just network, network. Your network is your net worth. You know, so yeah, man, this is so cool. The interface is a game changer. Game changer. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But, but
That's that old school harmonica. Got that old school harmonica. I got some people that I had on the podcast, my guests and everything. Yeah, so we going up, man. We going up. We doing something different. We leveling up. That's what life is all about, leveling up. You know, they say do 100 episodes, then you could critique yourself. You know what I mean? That other interface was crazy. That other interface was so crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That other interface was harder than this one. This one's an easy plugin. That's so crazy. But you know, change your motion, man. 100%. You know, So if you have people preying on your downfall, people, and I ain't gonna lie, that I've been keeping up with the streamer university thing. because the podcast goes hand in hand. It's tech, so that tech stuff is it goes hand in hand with the future type. You know what I mean? So I was peeping game on the streamer university, and I think the number one thing is teamwork. People don't understand how important teamwork is. Literally. You know what teamwork stands for? Together, each other, achieve more. No cap. For real. But I know some people that have like different goals, and you may be around someone that has different, like, maybe on a different wavelength. But if you're that type of person that has that boss mentality to strategically put people in position, strategically, go ahead and do that. 100%. So I was talking about Pop. Pop was talking about, I was like, everybody on the technology, everybody got their phone. Everybody has a phone. Everybody be on the phone. Everybody be on the internet, goddamn it. Everybody. For sure. So it's, I know it's like construction. Yeah, construction, being out in the field and working, you know. But this is where it's at, though. You know what I mean? So if you have the gift the gab, or get on this, get on top of it, boy. Late night, or late night stuff, boy. This is late, super late. But we definitely gonna get it in, though. Don't let them fuck with your mental. Don't let them fuck with your mental. You know, 100%. But yeah, no, I was peeping game on the streamer university. Those top streamers. Because I'll be peeping game, but how you have motion is teamwork, and that goes for everything though. But that's why I said my OG talking about lions hang out with lions, you know, and that's what I was talking about, being around high vibrating people, because it's so much easier when you're around people that want to be successful as bad as you. So easy. You know, and when you're around someone that just has such negative thoughts or think things aren't possible, it's just so hard. It's so hard. Another thing I was thinking, like playing your position. You know how some people like are better at things than you. Like for real, some people, there's some people better than me, that better at things than me. Process it. Yeah. So playing your position, like just like basketball, how there's a point guard, there's a shooting guard, there's the person that specializes in point guard, he's a point guard. This person that's a coach, the person that's the health person. You just have to play your role, play your position to build that. You know, because they I think that's a big thing that people should know, and it's like it strengthens your weakness. Because if you're weak in something, you know, you have a great teammate that can do that. Like, damn, all right, let me hop on board and whoop whoop whoop, make the next move the best move, and now we're up, complete the mission. You know, but people just don't know how to play their role. Definitely, and that's why shit is just out of whack.
That and like I don't think my mic is on.
Mhm.
That and like you can't like do everything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They're turning me. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I have an example, but it's in like horse terms. But like specialize in the things that you're really good at and then let other people do the things that anybody could do, you know? Because if you're giving your energy out, like trying to do a bunch of things, you can't put your full energy out. You can't put your full energy into what you're really good at doing. You know what I mean?
Facts. I'm teaming up. I'm teaming up for sure. Gang, gang, gang. Just like those G niggas said. Y'all would understand. But yeah, no, you know, you got a team. It's just, man, it's hard to find the right players though.
And it's also hard to put your ego aside and be like, I can't do everything.
Definitely,
Like,
100%. Yeah,
like I'm only one person.
right, right. That's 100. That's 100.
And
But
there's not enough hours in the day.
no, but it's also hard because you have to find the right people. You know how hard is the how hard it is to find loyalty. How hard is it to trust somebody? That shit's tough, especially nowadays. Well, that shit hard, boy. Motherfucker, you nigga, the person you're laying next to could backstab you, boy. Nigga, backstab you. Nigga, fucking follows the person, boy. I tell you. So it's really like that. But you know, that's what I said back in the other podcast. I was like, when you have someone that's just, man, that understand, man, just sky's the limit. Success is just, you know, but that's all about changing your motion, you know. And what I've been saying is I think people are playing around. Oh, I'm gonna be on that because they've been messing around. They've been shout out my niece. This is a real topic, you know. And I really feel that. I really feel that way. You know, that's some bullshit. You know, no cap. I really think people are playing around, and I ain't gonna go deep onto it, but you know, I just think that people are playing around, meaning like they ain't taking life serious. Because if you really want something really bad, you're gonna make it happen. You know? And that part, and also, you know, the situation, whoop, whoop, like, bruh, like 400 years of bullshit. Nigga, it's barely been 100 years we back at, you know what I mean? 400 years, you know, being, was it corrupt? Yeah, that's fucking a long time. Because you got to think if you walk into a forest that fucking deep, you literally have to walk back. People, you know, when you like if you're a fucking crackhead and you fucking do drugs for hella fucking long, right? You walk yourself so deep into some bullshit, right? You tend to forget the turnaround. You have to turn around and walk back. So we're barely getting the feel of shit. If that makes any sense. Nah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Nah, fuck no. They nigga 400 years of corruption. That's what I'm saying. You know, nigga bullshit. You know, and like how Pop, you know, was like how he said he was a his dad was a slave, and he, you know, he's 79 dealing with bullshit, right? Well, he seen bullshit. That's fucking just yesterday. So, for example, like me getting the hang of this shit, trying to better myself, or somebody else trying to get the hang of better than themselves, you know, and trying to make the next move the best move, you know, I just think it's some bullshit. I'm just thinking about fam, my little homie, you know, that's real spill. My little homie going through some bullshit, you know, for sure. I don't think that's. But that just goes back to changing your emotion. You don't understand what I'm trying to say? Nigga, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Old school. Old school stuff. You know? Back in the day stuff. Nigga on demon time with the shirt. No, but that's real. For real. I'm being serious. You know? 400, you got to think about that's what I'm saying. Change emotion. That's 400 years being in some bullshit. And like, you got to think, like, that's like you walking in the forest for 400 years and then you got to walk back. You know how fucking deep that is into the forest? You know how deep that is with bullshit and shit? You know? So, fam, she's just trying to get the hang of shit. You know? There's a reason behind that shit. Me trying to do my shit, but hitting bumps and shit, or people out trying to do their shit, you know, trying to changing the motion. Changing the motion. Yeah, right. I'm talking. I mean, racism. Yeah, talking about corrupt shit. You know, shit goes hand in hand with relationships. For real, no cap. You know, for sure. Because we do have that shit going on right now.
Like how you're saying it's not like 400 years and we're barely out of it, and so it's going to take like a long time to make up for it, you know?
Hmm.
Like it's like a generational thing.
Generational. Yeah, it is a
Like
generational thing. Yeah.
how you talk about like Poppy
Yeah.
and how like he dealt with that
Right.
in his lifetime.
Yeah, he dealt with that in his
But
lifetime. Yeah.
still, like obviously on the opposite end, they're still gonna act ignorant because it wasn't that long ago, you
Hmm.
know? And it's like still in their like generation, they're teaching them
Hmm.
this like ignorance, you know?
Definitely.
And so the little kids, they're still learning it from the family because it just needs to like they just have to die off.
You went Uncle Pac style right there.
It's like, but honestly, like sometimes like you're not gonna change people's minds because it's been generational. Like they just have to just die off, you know?
For sure. Because boy, that's some bull, boy. Man, low key lost of words right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. For real.
I have too many words.
I mean, love is the answer though. Love is the answer. But it's just I was thinking about some earlier. I was like, because I think people are playing. Like For example, like how I'm setting the demonstration, or how I'm setting it. But like Tupac, for example, he was like, do you think he was playing?
Mm-mm.
So if someone's on that bullshit, right?
Mhm.
Whether if it's in your camp, whether if it's this motherfucker or this motherfucker, I really think people are playing. Whether if it's with your chick, you know, whether if it's with your partner, you know, whether if it's with your life, you know, what I've been thinking about heavy lately. Like, I really think motherfuckers are playing. Like, that's my theory. I don't know. I,
What do you mean by that?
like, just on some goofy shit. Like, people just on some goofy time, like just goofy. Like, we'll wake up, like, how it's late night right now. We up just doing this because obviously trying to spread some knowledge. I know, you know, how the technology things with the future, and obviously it can accumulate some money, you know, and obviously this is, you know, shit. Hey, you know, on the other hand, people, you know, wake up and then are talking about some bullshit and doing some bullshit as if like 400 years ago or less than 100 years ago, bullshit didn't happen. You catch on what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about real shit, like niggas hanging from trees, motherfuckers getting killed for no reason. Like, for real shit. No, it's I'm being serious. Like, being dead serious. You know, or me trying to change my motion. And, you know, if you know me, not on no bullshit. Never once did no fucking dumbass drug. Never once just took my life just like as a joke. Just jokey, like bullshit, like game goofy, as they say. You know? And I just really think people are fucking playing. Getting in relationships, playing. Allowing people to do dumbass shit, playing. Because I don't know whether if they're scared to die. Because I told you this. I was like, maybe people are scared to die. Maybe people are scared to get beat the fuck up. Maybe people are just scared to say shit. You know? That's what I really think. You know, Pop called me the other day talking about, Pop, I like, I understand what he's saying. I just like my fishing, going out, just being by myself, my I understand that part, but, you know, I really got people, family out here just like really just struggling, bro. Like hurting. You know that, day, obviously a day is a day to be happy, doing your shit. But but this is real shit. You know? Like, for real. Or we got people in the camp bullshitting, doing bullshit, saying bullshit. People in the camp right now. Meaning the camp, as I say, the camp. People in the fucking camp. Like I said, having a magnifying glass on shit, right? On people, having a magnifying glass. On people. Now, yeah, don't get me wrong, it could be a random motherfucker. You do shit, go, randomly. I go goddamn to the stove, whatever, random, boom, hey. You feel me? There's that percent, but I just really think people are fucking playing. With relationships, with life, just playing. you know. But there's also that percent of people that aren't playing, because I peep game of people that really, really moving and grooving, being serious, you know, and saying the right shit and doing the right shit, you know, 100%. But I hope my words don't get misinterpreted, misconstrued, whatever. But yeah, that's what I've been thinking. And that goes hand in hand with changing your emotion, you know? Whether if it's you're in a small city, get the fuck out, you know? You know, having your back against the wall and go hard, you know? I even feel like I've been bullshitting with this shit. Cause I could have, you know, on some Tupac shit, you know, really checking motherfuckers. You feel me? Really pressing that line. I think it's summertime. Don't let them fuck with your mental. Hey, don't let it, yeah. I think it's because summertime. Every time summertime gets crazy, because you know when it gets hella hot, demon time. You know when it gets hella hot, my pops always say that when it gets hella hot, it gets crazy. Niggas get crazy. You know that when you back, hey, the hood back, you know it gets crazy. Getting to the gym, pressing hella weight, going crazy. I was going crazy at the gym, huh? God damn. Crazy in the gym. So I think we shouldn't play around, man. I think we shouldn't fucking play around at all. You know, 100%. I think we should not play around at all. I think we should take this shit serious. You know, wake up, you know, do what you want to do, you know? If you have a thought in your brain, if you want to create a business or go after this career, make the next move the best move, be around people that really believe in you. You know, definitely be around people that believe in you. Be around people that really love you. That really, really love you, you know? Like 100%, like will literally ride or die for you, you know? Will really put you in position and teach you something or, you know, type shit. You know? 100%. You know, change your motion. Change your thought process, change your motion. For sure. You know? That's what I've been thinking about heavy lately, man. That's some real spill. Definitely real spill right there. You know. I'm serious, boy. Serious. Motherfucker could get cancer, fucking die. Motherfuckers die. Nigga, fucking people die every day, B. It's from a movie. But no, people die, man. Situations happen, and you really want to sit up here and say some dumbass shit, you know, not believe in something. That's what I just can't. I just can't, you know. So if you have someone that's not believing in you, you know, trying to poison your thoughts, you know, man, leave them behind, man. Leave them in the dust. For sure. You know, because I really think people are fucking playing. No cap. I think people are playing. Because I've been pitting them at, because I got a small circle. Small circle. Like small circle. Right? Put a magnifying glass. You know, just put a magnifying glass on your shit. I think people just should start putting a magnifying glass on their shit. You know? And really figure out, okay, this is why this is happening. This is why this is happening, you know? For sure.
But I also think that people, I think on the opposite end, people don't do that because they're scared to one, be alone, like cut people off and be alone. And then they're scared to like tell people like what it is, you know.
You know, my partner was talking about that. He was like, man, bro, fuck that. Fuck that. Da 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 da. Man, I'd rather live in a tent. Have that bitch talk about. He said that shit. And I agree, though. You
I
know?
mean, that's true. Like, you shouldn't be in a relationship just because you're scared to be alone, you know?
Shit. Yeah, that's true. It's fucking true.
I think a lot of girls do that. They stay with people just because they don't want to be alone.
Or they
Because
waiting.
People can't be by themselves. Have you ever noticed that?
No. People can't
go
date, but
crazy
what?
if they're by themselves.
Hell nah.
Like,
People
not
can't go
talking
out
to
by
people.
themselves. People can't go out by themselves. People can't just sit in silence by themselves. People, yeah.
Their thoughts.
Yeah, their thought. Yeah. I've heard, yeah, definitely, for sure. Me, I could sit here with my fucking thoughts, for sure. I could sit with my thoughts. 100%, 1000%. But people, people deal with that. They have to call somebody constantly, or Well, there's nothing wrong with that though, as well. If you have to call somebody for advice as well, but make sure it's. Oh yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, even phone calls. You have to be very careful of the conversations you have, like over the phone with people, FaceTime. Because that's an energy transfer as well. You ever just hop off the phone with someone and just blew your mood? It's like suck the energy out of you. Like, god damn, bro, what the fuck? So you definitely got to be very mindful of that, for sure. 100%. That just goes back to change your emotion. Change your emotion, man. We're going deep on this. For real. But no, yeah, that's real. Because there's people out here having emotion. There's people out here really having real emotion. And it all comes down to talking to the right people and being around the right energy, and changing your emotion. Definitely. That's huge. That's huge. You have some good points on there. Because at the end of the day, it's like, we only got one life to live, Definitely. We got one life. We got one chance. We got one shot at this. Literally, we have one shot at this. So literally, if we're gonna do it, we gotta do it. Everybody, if you're doing it, you gotta do it. If you know that motherfucker's on some bullshit, or if that bitch is on some bullshit, man, cut her loose. Cut them loose. Step back a little bit, or be by yourself for a cool minute. Be at war with yourself. Get in the gym, crack open a book. Stay positive. 1% better every day. Cause I'm not gonna sit up here and act like life isn't. Life is tough, man. I'm gonna always say that life is tough. Old folks, you know what I mean. I always talk about that. Life is tough. You gotta just stay positive. Be very mindful of the company you keep. That determines your success, man. I can't stress that enough. Got people downloading my stuff from out the country, but people that may be close by to you may not even believe in the fucking podcast. But I got proof that people are downloading my shit. It's crazy. Like, it's literally crazy. Yeah, it's summertime, man. Besides all that crazy stuff, don't let them fuck with your mental. It's summertime, so I think that we should definitely give up our summer and really put that grind down. All gas, no brakes, man. I think we should really pick up a new hobby, learn something new, crack open some more books, change ourselves, you know, and change our environment. Not be around people that think that you're gonna be the same motherfucker at the. Don't be around people that think that you're gonna be the same person that you were in the beginning of the summer. Don't be around people that think that you're gonna be the same person tomorrow. You know, be around people that know that you're gonna elevate. You know, vice versa. Be around people that know that you're gonna be different. You know, and treat you different. Don't be around people that are gonna treat you this. You know, don't. Hey, you get what I'm trying to say. Definitely, 100%. Kind of stunt your growth, pretty much. Don't be around people that are trying to stunt your growth. You know, because there's a lot of people out here like that. You know, you're special. You are talented. You know, you only have one. You have this beautiful, amazing life to live. You know, and anything is possible. 100%. You know, so you know, put your best foot forward. Go hard, and believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Whatever you want to do, you could do it. But it all starts with people. You know, like I said, don't be around someone that is trying to stunt your growth. Don't be around people that are thinking negative about you. Don't be around people that oh this oh that man, we know him. He was the same. Oh, we know her. She was. You could be a whole different person. You're not gonna be the same person that you were in college. You're not gonna be the same person that you were in high school. You're not gonna be that same person that you were in elementary school. So your family, friends may look at you, be like, "Oh, nah, bitch. I'm a different person. You know, I'm a different person. I'm not that chick that I was. I elevated my game. I learned a lot more than I did. You know what I mean? So I just want to let y'all know, just take this time out to take it serious. Take your life serious. Be militant with this, you know? Because at the end of the day, treat this like we're at war. You know? Get in the gym. Eat the right food. You know, it's okay if you messed up back in the day. Hey, like, oh, your friends, oh, no, you was drinking last summer. You was drinking. No. This summer, I ain't, you know, this year, I ain't, you know. Don't ever give up. Because this shit is real. I don't give a damn if you 70. I told Pop, man, bro, motion. Nigga, we could do, you know, I ain't gonna speak on what, you know, the future holds, but, you know, these motherfuckers that, you could be 40, 50 and pick up some new game, pick up some new knowledge, you know, break through some stuff, and you could change your whole thing. You could change your whole situation around. I'm a firm believer on that. Because there's niggas that go to the pen, there's niggas that go to prison, come out, niggas that do fucking 20, motherfucking 10, hella motherfucking get out, motion. You know, people that get sick, there's people that get sick, hella sick and shit, turn around and motion. You know, so I'm on the right track on what I'm trying to say, right? Right? Changing your motion.
Do you think it's true that if you tell the wrong people like your plans and goals, they can subconsciously like sabotage just by like thinking bad about, or like thinking like, oh, he can't do that?
Yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah, that could be true. Yeah, but also, you know, you want to speak your thing. You want to speak your thing into existence, definitely. You know, because words are powerful. But that is true. But that goes to hand in hand about being around people that, you know, because you could be around someone that it's cold. It's so cold. It's so cold. The world is so cold. You could be in a relationship and be with someone, and they could think, literally, that goes with you. They could think negatively
That's what I'm saying.
about the person and literally sabotage their whole shit. You don't even have to say it. They can think it like, oh, this motherfucking bitch. Or, oh, this motherfucker. Ooh, stinking it, you know? Because it's literally like magic, you know? This shit is like magic. 100%. So, yeah. But that, like I said, that all goes to changing your motion, changing the people, changing your environment. Change it, you know? Because that could fuck your whole shit up. You know, hey, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Like, I've been in situations where man, young and dumb, and it set me back years. You could be in a fucked up situation where it could set you back some years. Or like how you said, do you believe? Hell yeah, those being around those people that think negative about your shit could literally sabotage your shit and set you back. You know, that's why I think people are playing for real. You know, and I ain't gonna lie, nigga, like I said, me back in the day being young and dumb, I was playing. There's no telling what the fuck I could have been doing or whatever by now if I would.
Everybody does at some point.
Yeah,
Nobody's perfect.
no, yeah, that goes back. Yeah, nobody's perfect. Yeah,
Like sometimes you have to like make
yeah,
mistakes and
100%. Yeah.
crash and burn.
Oh man, for sure.
Have life just bite you in the butt.
Bite you, kick you in the ass. Have life just kick you in the ass. But you know, it's definitely possible to change it around. You know, definitely. Just changing your motion, changing your environment, changing your motion.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a firm believer on that for sure. But I hope everybody still has a good summer. Definitely. You know, have a good summer. Go out and do something, you know, and take everything serious. Take your life serious. Take, you know, all that goofy shit, snip it in the butt, nip it in the butt, you know. You know, the losses, the losses come with it. Embrace the losses, embrace the wins, you know, and get to it, you know. Grind, you know. I'm slapping nothing but Uncle Pac this summer, you know. Nothing but Uncle Pac. And I don't know, it's just been on him lately, just like it's like a book, you know. Definitely change. I'm gonna reinvent myself this summer. Be very disciplined and reinvent myself. You know, definitely. So, you know that I couldn't have said anything better than that, man. Episode 43, man. Change your motion. People hating this shit. Hate, just use that fuel for fire. That's what we need to do. You have people hating on you, use that fuel for fire. But I see that you guys like the relationship talks.
No, but if people, can we talk about the hating for a second?
Mm-hmm.
I think that if people are hating on you, then it means like you're doing something completely right because they wouldn't even notice you and like have that energy towards you if they didn't view you as like better than themselves, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So if people are hating on you, then you're doing things right.
Yeah, it's true.
That's what I think.
It's true.
Because if you were just like not doing anything out of the ordinary or doing the same things that other people do, they wouldn't be bothered by you.
That's true. That's 100% true. Yeah. Life is crazy, ain't it? Life is crazy, crazy, crazy.
Passionate about that topic.
Passionate. Very passionate. You know, hate come with it. Hate come with it. The losses come with it. People doubting you come with it. Being in bad relationships come with it. You know, it's life. You know, definitely.
And I
But
think that like if somebody's hating on you, they see something in you that they don't see in themselves. You know,
mhm.
and it. I don't know if that's bad. Like nobody's perfect. Like obviously everybody has at one point felt some type of way about someone.
Yeah,
Because like that's like jealousy. Like you shouldn't be jealous, you know.
yeah. That goes back to being young and dumb. You know, like being young and then like
Like if you feel the need to like hate on somebody, you need to take a step back and look at yourself and be like, what do they have that I'm jealous about?
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Obviously, I'm lacking something.
man.
I feel like I need to do that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's real right there. That's real. But that's episode 43, man. Change your motion talk. Believe in yourself. Never give up. Stay positive. Speak light to yourself. Speak light to other people. You know, and definitely just get in the gym. You know, don't harm yourself. I'm always say that. You know, and it's possible. You could reinvent yourself. You know, never give up. You could be 40, 50, 60, 70. As long as you got another day, another opportunity, that's another opportunity to be great. Another opportunity to do something, you know? Just like doing this episode tonight, late night. We didn't have to do that. I didn't have to do this. Could have been doing something else. Going to the gym. I didn't, you know? But it's literally just laying a brick down or sketching out on a board of your plans, your futures, or your goals.
That's real. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. And just manifesting it. And, you know, what they say, Rome wasn't built in one day or something. Greece was or something like that, but Rome, yeah. So it's like, but also, you know, just doing something out of the box, you know. Hey, you could,
You don't have
getting
to wait to change.
getting
You
shit,
know?
hey, get it out the mud. It's okay to get it out the mud. Get it out the mud. You know, definitely get it out the mud to make the next move the best move. But treat people right. Treat people with respect. That's a big thing. Treat people with respect. You know, definitely treat people with respect. Respect will take you long. I be hearing that a lot, but the OGs lately. Respect, respect, respect will take you a long way. Respect, you know, 100%. But I know some days just be rough, but try your best to just stay positive and just, you know, calm yourself down, you know, and respect yourself and love yourself 100%. Take care of your mental, but drawing it out on the board, it's real, you know, sketching it out. That's proven. Tell me the story. Tell me a story. The boot. Tell me a story.
What do you mean? Like I over time I'll like save pictures on my phone. Like I'll save pictures of like something I want, somewhere I want to go, like just different things, and then I'll look back on it like a couple months or like a year, like 2 years later. I'll completely forget about it, and then I'll look back on it and be like, I have that, or I did that, or I went there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's real. It's real. Like if you save something and if you like look at it a lot, you'll get it. I'm convinced because it's real.
That is
I've
real.
done it.
I've done it too.
Like I've done it.
I for sure done it. I've done it.
Like even like unconsciously.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, what the heck?
Mm-hmm.
I
So
have that.
yeah, or be, continue to think hella hard on it. Like you said, it'll change your motion. Just change your motion of thought. I've said that because Pop called me, and he was like, people don't see it like that, because he's in a different, place in his life. But changing your motion, changing your thought, motion will change your life completely, And I think people really need to understand that as soon as they wake up, how it's late night, people's probably sleep, but when you wake up, have that opportunity to really think extremely hard and change your mind on things.
Definitely. I think people think that they have to wait until a certain time to change, or like wait till a certain time to do something. Like, you don't have to wait.
No.
Like, there's no like perfect time to do something.
No.
Like, I hear that all the time. Like, maybe next year I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe next year I'll like have enough money to do that.
Hell no.
Something like that. Like.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like I said.
Like, you could just wake up and do it.
Do it, literally. Nike said it the best. Just do it. Nike said it the best. Just do it. Because you'll never know. You never know. Just do it. Trusting you. Trusting the game. Don't be lame. Yeah, man. But we went for a cool minute. We could keep going on and on and on. But one thing for certain, we're going to punch out these episodes. We're going to continue to make this amazing content, and hey, keep vibrating high. That's all we know. That's all we could do is vibrate high. So always remember that, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Subscribe, man. If you haven't subscribed, just click the subscribe button, man. Like, no cap. Because I got some special content coming up, special things coming. And, I want to make sure that you guys are, along with this journey, 100%. Have a great day. Let's have a great summer. Let's have a great everything, honestly. Stay positive, love yourself, and love the person next to you 100%. And don't worry about the bad days, man. These bad days, they come. So what? Always stay positive. Positive, man. And continue to work. Take your time, too. Take your time, man. For sure.
You should say what you always say. About the lows and the highs.
Don't get too low off the lows, and don't get too high off the high. You have a great day. Yeah, keep it cool, keep it smooth. Just keep it smooth. Try your hard to keep it smooth, because it'll be hard. I ain't gonna sit up here act like it ain't, And then when the low days come, when it's like horrible, man. Don't because at the end of the day, it's like next week could be different. Like next year or tomorrow could be different. So don't get too high off the high. Don't get too low off the low. Stay cruising. Stay cool. Especially during the summer. So, man, I love y'all, man. Stay positive. We're going to punch out these episodes. Like I said, subscribe, like, tell a friend and tell a friend. You know what I mean? And remember all these special things I said and apply it to your life. And it's just like that. Change your motion. Change your thought. Change your environment. Let's get it, y'all. Let's go to the top. But we're going to head it on out like how we always do. I need to get one of these things so we can just press it. It just gets us out of there. Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah. But we're going to head it on out, man. It's always a treat when players meet podcast. Starring your host, Prince the P. Change emotion, man. And we out. just like that.